Good morning, everyone. I'm Alan Thrall here at Untamed Strength Gym in Sacramento, California. In this video, I'm going to be talking about working out first thing in the morning, training before the sun wakes up, working out at 5 a.m. I'm going to talk about why I choose to work out at 5 a.m. and I'm going to break it into a few parts: sleep, nutrition, and performance or expectations. The first reason why I choose to work out first thing in the morning, for me it seems that 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. is a perfect, uninterrupted window of time for me to train. There are no distractions. When I try to train in the afternoon or later on in the evening, there's just a whole lot more going on inside of the gym and outside of the gym. Members need to talk to me, members have questions, people are wandering in the gym, checking the gym out, the phone's ringing, stuff breaks, stuff malfunctions, it needs my immediate attention. My wife's at home with my son and sometimes she needs help with something and I will drop what I'm doing and go help her out. And so none of this stuff is stuff that I'm unwilling to do or resentful for. It needs to be taken care of. I just find that none of that stuff pops up first thing in the morning, so I can train without any distractions or any interruptions. And the morning crew at Untamed Strength, I'm talking people who train before 7 a.m., before going into work, they seem to get in, do their workout and get out. There's not a whole lot of talking or socializing. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I like, big Strongman Saturdays with a bunch of people and, we're all talking about training and whatnot. But a lot of times the morning crew seems to just want to get in and get out because they have to get to work. And so again, just fewer distractions. And the next reason why I decided to work out first thing in the morning, it's something that John Punch Nugget Meat talked about in a recent video on his YouTube channel. John gets in here even before I do. And that is, training first thing in the morning gives me less time to overthink my training session that might be happening later on in the day. I don't have any time to overthink it or talk myself out of it. It wasn't a huge issue for me, but I did find sometimes if I was training at 2 or 3 p.m. throughout the entire day, I would be thinking or anticipating what I'm supposed to do at the gym and overthinking a bit, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit these numbers today, and just almost dreading the training session, which is not something that's, I think, mentally healthy. So first thing in the morning, I don't really have time to overthink it. And it's not really a problem that I have, but I know some people, if they give themselves time to talk themselves out of going to the gym, they will. And a big thing that I've tried to improve over the past few years is procrastination, and not procrastinating so much. If my training session was later on in the day, I can always find something to do, always things to be done. I'm gonna knock out these emails before my training session. I'll train at noon, and by the time it's 12:30, I'm like, all right, I gotta get to the gym, I gotta get lifting, gotta get started. Oh, you know what, this needs to be fixed, I'll go fix that, I'll go work on this. But before I know it, it's 2 p.m. and I'm thinking, well, now I have to hurry up through my training session because I have something going on at 3:30 p.m. And again, training first thing in the morning, just less time to procrastinate, less time to overthink, less time to talk myself out of it. And there's also a lot that can go wrong throughout my day, meaning small things, but meaning clients might be late and that kind of pushes my whole day back. Or something random pops up, something takes longer than I thought, maybe I'm working with a client longer than anticipated, or someone new in the gym is needing help with their lifts, and so I kind of on the spot will help them out, and things just get pushed back. There's always stuff that can pop up and just push my training sessions back. And so if I try to fit my training session in like a puzzle to say, I'm gonna train at 3:30 p.m. and be done at 5 p.m. If I don't get to the gym because I'm busy until 4 p.m. or if I don't get in the gym till 4 p.m., now I have to rush through my training session. And so again, 4 to 7 seems to be the uninterrupted window of time that is a constant in my life. It will always be a perfect time to train. People will ask me open-ended, broad questions like, how do you do it, Alan? How do you get up first thing in the morning and go to the gym? Where do you find the motivation to train first thing in the morning? And to quote the great Ronnie Coleman, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
As memeable as Ronnie is, I think there's some meaning and power behind that statement. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Waking up and going to the gym first thing in the morning is just something that I do. I've made up my mind that that's what I'm gonna do, so that's what I do. It's not an emotional decision I make. I don't set my alarm for 4 a.m. and hope that I get up and go to the gym in the morning. I don't lay in bed first thing in the morning when my alarm goes off and have a conversation with myself, well, maybe I should just go later. Maybe I need to get more sleep. It's just something that I do without hesitation and without thinking about it. I think it's similar to when your friends and family say, Jimmy, how do you do it? How do you go to the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week? And you say, Ain't nothing to it but to do it. It's just something that I do. It's automatic. And for me, that's what waking up and going to the gym first thing in the morning is. It's automatic. All right, let's talk a little bit about morning nutrition when training first thing in the morning. What do I do? What do I eat? What do I suggest? I should preface this by saying this is by no means a prescription that everyone should follow. I'll just share with you what I personally do. I should also say that I was born with an incredible ability to eat a large meal and then train almost immediately after and be fine. Growing up, I never, ever skipped breakfast. My mom would always make us get up early, eat breakfast before school. In high school, all 4 years I had 0 period weight training, so I had to start weight training class at 7 a.m. and I would always eat a large breakfast before so that I could last until lunchtime. So I'd always eat breakfast and go to 0 period weight training. And then even in the military, we weren't always allotted time to go eat breakfast, but your boy was always first in line at the chow hall before it even opened, so that as soon as the doors opened I could run in, eat a meal, and then go out and work or train for the day. So as far as I can remember, I have never ever been one to skip breakfast. I always eat breakfast. I eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't track calories, but I have a good idea of how many calories I eat every day because I'm usually eating the same thing. And every once in a while I'll track calories just to see where I'm at. Usually ends up being 800 to 1,000 calories per meal. So 3 meals, that's gonna equate to 2,400 to 3,000 calories per day. And I know that's a big range, but that is what it is. And what I like to do is for breakfast, I'll split that 800 calories in half and eat half of my breakfast before I train and half after. So each morning I'll have 3 hard-boiled eggs. I eat hard-boiled eggs only so I don't have to cook eggs in the morning. I'll have a bowl of oatmeal, sometimes a bowl of cereal. If it is cereal, it's gonna be a healthy cereal with a good amount of fiber. I'm not eating Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Crisp before I go to the gym. I have a cup of black coffee. I don't drink any sort of pre-workout supplement because I don't want to stack coffee and pre-workout. Coffee's enough for me. And I'll put some berries in my oatmeal or on top of my cereal. This meal is around 500 calories. After I train, I'll have one of these Kodiak muffin cups because they're good, taste good, they're convenient, and they got some protein in it. Just add water. 1 banana and a scoop of whey protein mixed with water. There's not a whole lot of science behind this. It's just what I do. I like to get some sort of protein, some sort of carbohydrate before and after my training session. So the only takeaway for me telling you this is if you want to eat your whole breakfast before you train and you're fine, go ahead and do that. If you prefer to train fasted and eat all your breakfast after, that's fine too. Or if you feel like halfway through your workout you're getting pretty hungry, try eating a little bit before your workout and a little bit after. Sleep. A lot of people seem to be concerned with my sleep. Alan, what time you going to bed? What time you waking up? Are you getting enough sleep? I go to bed between 9:30 and 10 p.m. every night, and I wake up at 4 a.m. That's every day. Sometimes on Sunday I'll sleep until 5 or 5:30 a.m. So 9:30 or 10 to 4 a.m. is 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep. Some of you might be thinking, that sounds pretty normal. Some of you might be saying, wow, I wish I could get 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep. Shout out to all my new parents. While some of you might be thinking, got to get that 7 to 9 hours for optimal gains. A lot of people say they get 8 hours of sleep a night, but just because you're lying in bed for 8 hours doesn't necessarily mean you're getting 8 hours of sleep. You might be playing around on your phone, rolling around, tossing and turning, waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, lying in bed before your alarm goes off. So again, you're not truly getting 8 hours of sleep just because you're in bed for 8 hours. Me, on the other hand, the second my head hits the pillow, I'm out like a light, dead to the world, visiting another planet, drifting off into the afterlife. And the second my alarm goes off 6.5 hours later, I rise from the dead. Asking myself where I'm at, what my name is, what day of the week it is, why my alarm's going off. So when I'm in bed for 6.5 hours, I'm really getting 6.5 hours of deep quality sleep, which I feel like is enough. So a lot of you need to listen to Arnold and learn how to sleep faster. My secret to dead to the world, airplane mode type sleep is stay busy, stay active, keep moving throughout the entire day. The second I wake up to the second I go to bed, I am always going, move, move, move. And I don't sit on the couch, I don't watch TV, I don't watch Netflix, I don't scroll mindlessly on my phone. I'm always busy doing something, and by the time bedtime rolls around, I'm more than ready to put my head on the pillow and go to sleep. I also don't drink caffeine other than 1 or 2 cups of coffee in the morning. I don't really ever drink energy drinks. I especially don't drink energy drinks in the afternoon or in the evening, and I think that helps with getting full, restful sleep. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is performance and expectations. Some of you say, Alan, if I trained first thing in the morning, my numbers would be so low. First, your numbers are already low, no matter what time of day you train. Mine too, so welcome to the club. Second, who cares? Third, you can adapt. Stop putting limits on yourself. Hopefully the iron has taught you something, and things that you once thought were difficult are no longer difficult. Things you once could not do, you now can do. You're tougher than that. All right, so this is an old training log from 2016. And if we go back to September 20th, 2016, so I did a morning workout, and I was supposed to do 345 pounds for my working set on squat, but I only did 325 pounds, and I'm kicking myself in the butt every day, you know, wondering, bro, where would you be at now had you had done 345 instead of 325 that morning? I'd be in the exact same place I am right now, because it doesn't really matter. When I say it doesn't really matter, I'm not being dismissive, and I'm not saying nothing really matters, just do whatever the hell you want. What I'm saying is, a lot of times we focus on granular, insignificant things, like I did 325 instead of 345, oh no. The most important thing that we need to be focusing on is the fact that you're in the gym, you're doing the work, you're doing your sets and reps. You're not skipping sessions. You're pushing yourself and you're working hard. These are the traits that are worth a damn. These are the things we need to focus on. That's what leads to long, consistent progress and consistency and adherence to your program or to the gym, to lifestyle, whatever it is. So I'm not suggesting that everyone needs to train at 5 a.m. But if you find that you're constantly overthinking your training sessions or dreading your training sessions later on in the day, if your training sessions keep getting interrupted, or if you have an issue with procrastinating and pushing your training sessions back, maybe you go to the gym at 6 p.m. and the gym's crowded. So you have to constantly make adjustments to exercises because equipment's not available. You have to skip sessions. All of this could be a reason to try out the 4 a.m., 5 a.m., or 6 a.m. Join the morning crew. Early bird gets the gains. Thanks for watching, and always remember, train on time.